Hey guys, hey guys. I'm testing out Streamlabs for the first time, so I'm getting familiar with this here. Editor, alert inbox, themes, App Store. I want to be able to see my window and stuff. Test widgets, record. Hey guys, how you doing? Let's see here. I'm only like 90% sure this is effective. Cool. Okay, awesome. This is the first time I've ever used Streamlabs, and it seems like it's a better tool, so we're using it. Hey Lotnik, good to see you, buddy. Raja, Jim, Caruso. Hola. Hola, mi amigo. Yeah. So there's OBS Studio, and OBS Studio is like the tool that I've been using for a while now. It's very effective and helpful, and Streamlabs is like an OBS. As I understand it, Streamlabs is an OBS product, but it has more utility, more applications. Like it should give us. It should give us different things. Like if somebody subscribes, there should be like a notifier on the screen. We'll see if that all is active yet or not. Nice. How's everybody doing? Subscriber mode only. And stream. We're good. We're good. So now if I minimize all this, no, I don't. Can we pop out? Toggle. Send feedback, live refresh chat. View your live stream in web browser. Look at this. Okay. We'll figure this out. See. Pop out. Toggle pop out chat. There's got to be a better way for this. I got to figure out the best way to get the chat functioning on the side. And Jim, I read your comment, dude. I like what you proposed. I think that's a great idea, but I need to figure out, I need to think that through, and like, because Discord would be like pinging through on the sound of the game or of the stream. So I don't know if that would make the most sense. Hey, Gravity. Let's see here. Hey, Full Power. Jonathan, how you guys doing? Go to YouTube Live dashboard. View stream. Nice. Okay. Hey, Dirt Grub. So how's everybody doing? Do you guys have a good Christmas? Monster Caruso says, all right, thanks. We'll see. How was your Christmas? How's it been so far? Oh, and Merry Christmas for the last few hours. Yeah, man, Christmas was good. My wife got me this new hat that I really like. It's got like the burgundy and the gold. And I also got a really great jacket from her, which I needed. Some amazing new Converse like high tops, which I'm super into. They're black on black, and they're waterproof, which is awesome because I live in a really rainy part of the world. Today it's snowy. It's been snowing for like 2 or 3 days. There's about 6 inches of snow outside, which is super unusual. So the season feels really Christmassy because of that. We don't usually get that. On Christmas Day, we woke up to like 4 inches, 5 inches of snow, and it's been snowing since. So that's really great. I love it. Hope your Christmas was good too, Caruso. George Thomas, hey man, how you doing? Thanks, Gravity. He says doing better now that I'm here. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I've been pretty quiet lately. I had a couple videos pre-recorded, and obviously I went live on Christmas Eve. But yeah, I've scheduled a couple hours here. I'm just gonna hang out and, you know, we'll answer some questions, or, you know, we'll do some challenges, or maybe we'll do some giveaways. Like, I don't know. I don't really have any agenda exactly. Raja says, hi Dwayne, I want to watch, but I need to do something. I love you. Have fun streaming. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you popping by to say hello. Drop a like before you take off. Alex Bernard says, playing in silver, loving the rewards. Good, man. Yeah, things get serious in silver. That's when it starts to really become meaningful. It's still, you could make an argument, it's still quite trivial. And I think that's fair in the short term. But what is it, 12 loot chests per season, and I want to say 2 to 4 loot chests per day can be really significant, especially if you understand that the value of those cards will grow with time. And that's always the stipulation you need to bring to the rewards system of this game. If you constantly are reminding yourself that the rewards I'm receiving today are priced, you know, lower than they ultimately will be in a few years' time, if that's the narrative you tell yourself, then I think you're going to be more excited to get in and earn those daily rewards, and to, you know, grind even the few DEC that you might win. It might be trivial at silver, but what if you took it and bought a few cards, like even common level cards for 5 cents or whatever, or 6 cents? Those maybe one day will be like $1, and so it's like those DEC rewards, everything kind of snowballs and just ramps up. But yeah, silver. I told my nephew who plays this game that hey Wesley, love you, buddy. I told him that I was gonna delegate him 1,000 power, because he's kicking around in bronze, and I just want to get him up to that silver threshold so we can unlock some of that extra opportunity. Because to your, you know, like is it Gravity who was saying silver? I forget who made the comment, but yeah, man, silver, it opens up a whole bunch of extra reward opportunity. Oh, Alex Bernard said it. The crown for the Splinterlands streaming king. Thanks, man. Yeah, it says king. And my wife got it for me because I told her I wanted to get like a Christian apparel hat, and so king as in like King Jesus. But I also like how it's like subtle. You know, you might not know, like you didn't know right there. You're like king, thinking it was like kind of for me or whatever. But it just, yeah. I've got a toque that says something like, it says Yahweh, like YH. It doesn't spell out Yahweh. I think it says YHWH or something. And then if you look really close, it explains what Yahweh means, which is the name of God. Is what God called himself. So I like apparel like that. That's like reflecting my faith, but also like maybe it's subtle. So if people care to ask me what's that mean, they can hear, but otherwise they don't have to. Crown of. Yeah, if Jim, if I had you on voice, the game, this Streamlabs would grab that voice though, I think. Unless I told Streamlabs just to look at a specific window, which would then limit how I could search. We'll talk it over. I like the idea, dude. I really appreciate that. It's raining in the UK, says Ethan. I'm not surprised. Don't you guys, like, you're like Canada. The UK is a lot like Canada in terms of the precipitation. Like, it rains 250 days out of a year, and then it's probably sunny for 50 days and it's snowing for the other 50 days or whatever. Babo Schwai. Hey yo. Full Power Gaming. Is it a good time to get in the game? Asking in behalf of newcomers. Yeah, that's a great question. You know, I think a game like this, a blockchain-based video game, that rewards you in trivial ways for your time and attention is always good to get in. So what does it cost you? $10 US to buy a starter pack. And with that starter pack, you're going to have access to all of the basic cards, and you're going to be allowed to play at bronze, and you're going to get, you know, really crummy daily reward, 1 loot chest a day, really, really bad, right? But sometimes it's going to be a card, a 1 in 10 chance of it being a card. And then at the end of the season, you're going to get, I think, 8 loot chests or 5 loot chests. I forget how many. And 1 in 10 of those is going to be a card. So even if you played at that level, you're going to occasionally get cards which are going to be assets that are going to appreciate with time. And so I think the sooner you get involved with a game like this, if you see any merit, any sort of longevity to this thing, and you might disagree that there is, like you might say this game is, you know, not fun, the rewards are unsustainable, your whole argument might be that this thing is going to fail. If so, then, you know, we move on. But obviously I don't feel that way, and I've been here for 3 years, and we survived a bear market, and so I think this thing is just going to keep growing. And I think the fact that we came out of that bear market stronger than ever, to me now just makes it feel much more secure and safe. And so I say get involved as soon as you can. And I wouldn't stop with a $10 starter pack. I would say, you know, get your starter pack, get a feel for the game after a couple seasons, like 1 month of play. And then, you know, if you see that this is entertaining, start taking bites at cards. And I think start with summoners, as we've talked about before, because you can't climb, your monsters can't level up until your summoners level up. Summoners, tanks, carry cards, supports, and build out your deck in that way, shooting for, like, you know, maybe a silver level investment. And that could be a few $100s, but it could be a few $100s over the next year. Like, what if you spent, especially for my American audience, who is growing, which is nice to see. I watched the analytics, and the American audience is like now is now the dominant viewership for this channel. So welcome guys. Thank you for everybody. If you're currently watching and you're not subscribed, guys, like and subscribe, because we do have about 25,000 unique viewers, and we have what, 6,000 subscribers ish. So, you know, there's a ton of people that come and check out the channel, but maybe you just, for whatever reason, you haven't subscribed yet. I encourage you to do so. And there's the membership if you want to go to that next level also. But yeah, man, I think getting started sooner and just feeling things out, and then asking that question, that first foundational question, if this game gonna have legs. Clearly, I think it is. You know, I've got a ton of value in this game, and I'm not selling it. I'm just adding to it because I personally believe that the best is yet to come for Splinterlands. And so, but you have to focus on that long-term play. Unless you're coming into this game today with like 100 grand to drop, which is somebody's story. I know people, you know, who have come in and just bought tons and tons of assets, and they've got deep pockets, and they're doing it from an investment standpoint, as opposed to even they don't even necessarily play the game. But my recommendation is the more prudent, slower version, which is spend the $10, give the starter pack a try, feel the gameplay, ask yourself if you think that game is going to have legs, and if you do, then slowly dollar cost average into a bigger and bigger position. Gravity, thanks, my dude. Gravity Pushes coming in at bronze. Thanks, man. Supporting the channel. At 100 members, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give away another $100. I actually don't know if I got a response from my dude, a payer. I'm going to pop over there quick. Go over to, I just surprised the members, and I spun all their names, and I said I'm going to give away $100 worth of cards to somebody who I randomly selected. And I think his name was a payer, and he's been one of my supporters since like almost day one. So I was glad to see him get it. I think it was this one. Yeah. $500 giveaway. This was wild. Like there was in this video, we talked about Saucy J giving away like $200-300 worth of assets. Then I was doing one tournament. I'm doing another tournament. This one's up. If you're interested, 400 DEC gets you in. There's only 52 more spots, and we're giving away a bunch of cool cards, including Queen Mycelia, Obsidian level 2, Grund, Jin Murat, and so on. But I wanted to see here if I asked him to drop a comment if he... You're awesome, bro. Amazing giving back. Thanks, man. Thanks, Percy. I totally agree with you what you're saying. I started crypto in 2017. This looks like a good comment. Let's read this. And he started in 2017. He bought in. I was about up 5x by December, only to watch it disappear and then quickly to watch the original investment go down by 80%. That's totally happened to me. During the ensuing 4-year bear market, I took the opportunity to accumulate more and more. Guys, I hope you're listening to this. This is going to be some of your story, but take, like, hear the full story. He says he bought in, he watched his assets go up 5 times. He's thinking, this is amazing, I'm going to be rich. And just like me, it disappeared. And not only did his gains disappear, but his original investment went down by 85%. But that's not the end of the story. Terry understood from that moment forward, like, what this was and how quickly it could move up. And so he just doubled down. And I hope this is what some of you are going to do. If you, like the earlier question, is now a good time to start Splinterlands? Yes, it is. Every time is. The sooner the better. But take it slow. And you might find that this is you. You end up losing. It goes down by 85%. I say that's just an opportunity to dollar cost average into a bigger position. And that's what Terry did. Let's read what he said. I took the opportunity to accumulate more over the last 4 years, which was hard to do, and at the same time a smart thing to do. I wish I'd bought more. I'm in profit for now, but I'm planning on using my experience and what I've learned from Blake Charles. I've learned from you and other YouTubers, especially my mentor Blake, who taught me about to trade. Okay. So I don't know Blake, but I definitely agree with the sentiment. What's going to happen? I know you're only saying what you think will happen based on the past. It's yours, in my opinion, so people should make their own investment. Absolutely. That's the thing too. I've never invested more than I felt I was willing to risk. When I started this game and when I started crypto, I took out all of my RSPs. Like, I took out every penny of money that I had saved up over like 35 years of life. And I said, crypto is going to change, it's going to change my life. And I just went and invested in it. But I understood at that time what I was doing, and that there was some risk that it was going to, because I didn't fully understand it. From what I understood, it was meaningful, and I wanted to make that move. But man, was it, I got in the door and I bought some Bitcoin and I bought some Ethereum, and then I tried a million different altcoins, some of which I'm still interested in, many of which I'm not. But it was like having stake in the game opened up, like it forced me to pay attention in an acute manner to something that is now defining my future career, I think. And that's why I say get started with the game soon. Just buy the $10 starter pack and get your foot in the door. And then you're going to begin to understand what you're dealing with here. Like, what are these rewards? How meaningful can they be? Are they going to be, is this game going to have legs? And if so, then it all starts to flow from there. But hopefully from the point of view that like was just shared by that commenter, which is that it's not going to happen overnight, and it might be 4 years for you to really see amazing gains. But what's that in your lifespan, right? 4 years is nothing. Like, there is no investment that will grow, that has the potential to grow like cryptocurrency in the next 4 years. And there is also no traditional investment that has the potential to fall from highs to dizzying lows like crypto. So yes, there is huge volatility, but Antonopoulos, what's his first name? Andreas Antonopoulos, he's a famous Bitcoiner, and he's been an advocate of Bitcoin for many years. He's an amazing speaker on this topic, and you guys should go, if you don't know who he is, you need to look him up on YouTube. Andreas Antonopoulos, and he he talks about, or at least he used to talk about, the idea that Bitcoin is extremely volatile, but he wants to maximize his exposure to that volatility. Volatility is not a bad word. Volatility in the right context with the right long-term vision is actually opportunity. If there is no more volatility because Bitcoin is a stable coin, because it's been around for 30, 40 years, and now it's just massively adopted, there is no more opportunity to change your life financially. The opportunity comes from that volatility. And so if you can ride those waves, ups and downs, and recognize that when a down market happens, not for every coin, don't get me confused here. I'm talking about top coins or ones that have survived a bear market, including Splinterlands, including Bitcoin, including most of the, the top probably 50 coins. But they've been through the ringer and they've come out of it. And so I'm willing to bet on that volatility through the next bear market. And I would think if you are playing this game, you're going to see that confidence that I'm sharing with you. I would think. Jim says, now is a great time for you to start learning how everything works, making slow investments, learn the cards, and grow your collection over time. Time in the market is better than time in the market. I totally agree. And that last phrase, it's people throw that around. Time in the market is better than timing the market, but it's absolutely fundamentally true, because here's why: you're not gonna find the bottom. Everyone says, I'll wait until Oceanus is, the cheapest it's going to get. That's what we're thinking. You don't want to buy Oceanus. You don't want to buy some of these monster cards because you think it's going to keep going down and you feel you're going to find the bottom. You're not. And not only will you not, but you might miss the bottom before it doubles or triples. It can go to $50 very quickly. It would take probably 100 people to come in and buy Oceanus, a couple of copies of Oceanus, and suddenly it's at $40-50. And that's just one card, but I mean that argument stands for pretty much all, especially gold foils and legendaries, which are really, there's small markets for those. So just accumulate if you like the game, and if you find that there's a use case here and that this is going to have legs, then you slowly acquire. And you don't regret, price dips at all. You just think, in 4 years, it could be $200 per card instead of, 40 or 10 or 20 or 50. It's all white noise by the end of it. Gregory says, happy I made it in time. Thanks, man. I'm glad you popped by. Hey, Lotnik. I'm going to say PU. Hey, everybody, he says. Pedro Barbosa, hey bud. Lotnik, sell your Christmas presents, buy SPS. Yeah, totally. How's SPS doing right now? Is it still falling? Gregory Levenfeld says wisdom. Thanks, man. Gravity Pushes, so glad you joined, Gravity. Appreciate that, man. This is hands down the best crypto game out right now, and NFTs tourney is just fire. Yeah, man. I've been starting to explore other alternatives, and there's some games I like that are, crypto based, but to me, none of them has the depth of play, the thoughtfulness and strategy required, the proven economy that's existed for multiple years. A lot of these are, have been around for a lot less time. And you can already see cracks in the economy. I have a lot more confidence in Splinterlands, but I'm willing to take some bets on some of these other ones too, just not right now. I'll take some profits off the table with some of my altcoins this season. How are we doing altcoin wise? So this week, there was a big airdrop for XRP holders. They got Sologenic. So I got quite a few Sologenic that I'm thinking about selling just because why not? But see, this is where my ignorance pops up, because I don't know how to read charts at all. I wish Crypto Llama was here. The guy gets it. But look at this. This crazy pump and back down. Are we going to go like right back down into new lows? I mean, it certainly could be. This could have been the top for sure. This looks like to me, this looks like how Bitcoin looked after the 2017 pump or whatever it was. So maybe it is done and maybe I should sell, but I got it for free. And I'm like, well, maybe there'll be one more. So I'm just kind of riding it because it was free anyways. But I would love to liquidate things like this that I don't really care about, that I have in my portfolio. I don't know anything about Splinterlands. I'm not trying to slag it. I'm just saying I got it for free. I don't know anything about it. Maybe I should sell it, and I would be interested in allocating that into other games because I already have a gigantic bag of Splinterlands, and that's growing too because we just got 55,000 Chaos Legion packs. But yeah, I mean, I own some EOS, I own some XRP, I own some Solo, some Dent, some Hive, SPS, but I'm not selling any more SPS. We're at 22 cents. That's not bad. I wish I could buy more. In fact, I will buy more if my other things pump first. That's the thing. Like if I saw my XRP go up to say $2, I'd probably take 10% of my XRP and put it into which is I have a good amount of XRP, and I'd put it into SPS, assuming SPS hadn't already pumped more than that. That's the thing. I'm always looking at, if I move from this coin into this thing, has coin number 2 pumped more? I don't want to do that. If coin number 1 has pumped a lot more than coin number 2, I'm willing to make that switch. But if they both pump, I'll just stay. I'll just hold. Aim greatness. Bear market is opportunity. By the way, I'm your first 1000K sub. Is that right? You were. Oh, you mean you were in the first 1,000? Yeah, I remember you, my dude. Yep, absolutely. I thought you were saying you were like the number 1,000. Like there was 999 subs and then you subbed, which you might mean. But I remember you being around since probably early August. July 28th was the first day my channel really blew up with one big video. So anybody here who was in August, you guys have been here since day one. Monsieur Caruso says, I'm totally in it. I believe in the future of the game so much that I took what I could and joined your bulk buy. Absolutely, my dude. Yeah, me too. Like I took what I could and I took 18,500 and I was trying to get 40,000. But man, I'm so confident that there will come a time in the not too distant future. It might be 2 years, it might be 4 years. That's relatively not too distant, where I'm going to say to myself, and I have, look at this. So I spent $18,500. I bought 4,600 packs. Plus I bought 1,250 packs earlier. So I've got 5,800 packs of Chaos Legion, which to most of you sounds like an enormous amount of packs. For sure, that's enough packs to max out my entire Chaos Legion deck. To max it out, every card. That's definitely enough. But here's the thing. I'm certain there will come a day where I'll say, man, I wish I bought more of those packs. That is the confidence I feel about this thing. I bought probably 5,000 packs more than anybody that, but that more than most people. Like I bet most people don't get 1,000 packs. In fact, we know for a fact that most people can, if everyone bought packs, it'd be like 50 packs per person. So, I mean, I have so many, but I just feel certain that I'm going to want more, that I'm going to say to myself, I really should have just I should have sold this or that. I should have got 500 more, or I should have got. Ross Baldwin again cards. Ross Baldwin cards, packs, or SPS. So many decisions. This isn't a great point. Ross is saying there's so many great assets in a game like this. And the question is like, which direction do you take? Because you're not a millionaire. You're not a billionaire with like all the assets that you would want to pour into every avenue. So it's like you have to pick a lane. And it's like, are we going to go Chaos Legion packs? Are we going to go cards off the market? Are we going to go SPS? Are we going to go, heck, DEC to sit on those SPS airdrops? Yeah, volatility is opportunity. That's absolutely true. It doesn't mean it's easy though. That's the scary part, is that it is simultaneously true that volatility is opportunity. And you will not succeed unless you take risks. That is true. That is axiomatically true. But, huge but, the problem is, once you get on that roller coaster, you need to stay in. You need to stay buckled in. You need to ride that thing maybe down into terrifying places, so that when the time comes that launch happens again, you're still there. When I had my initial investment, I took 25,000 Canadian dollars, which was every penny I had in the entire world. And I took it out and I paid huge taxes on it. At the end of the day, I ended up with around $15,000, because there's huge taxes when you extract RSPs, which is a retirement savings plan. When you take those out early, huge taxes. I paid all my taxes. I ended up with about 15 grand Canadian, and I put it into Bitcoin, and it went up to like, I want to say 45,000 US dollars, which is like maybe 60,000 Canadian. So I quadrupled my money in like 2-3 months. Quadrupled. That's life-changing wealth to me. But like that story earlier, it disappeared. It went down to, by the end of the bear market, at the bottom of the bottom, it was maybe 5,000 American dollars. Maybe even 4, something in that. Like, it was way less than I started with. But here we are, 3-4 years after that, and my Splinterlands account by itself is like almost 200,000 US dollars. And I have XRP, and I have EOS, and I have this and that and this and that. So, you know, if you're willing to get on the ride, understand that it's going to be volatile and scary at times, but make a choice based on fundamentals, and then make your bed and lie in it, and just be patient and understand that this could, at times it's going to feel like it's all going to go away. But ask yourself, when you get scared like that, ask yourself, did the fundamentals change at all? Like, did something just happen that broke my original thesis? Because if you come to this game, or you come to cryptocurrency with the thesis that this is revolutionary technology, and that in the case of Splinterlands, it's fun and entertaining. If you come to it with that opinion, then stay on that. Like, don't let yourself get shaken off of that, because that is the foundation on which you can build something here. If you don't believe those, then you shouldn't be involved. But if you do believe those, when the prices dip in the future, you'll remember, oh, opportunity. You're not going to be scared. You're going to think, how can I take advantage of this moment? Hey, Herkin. Herkin Kova says, hola a todos. Yeah, you're in Venezuela. Nice. Upland Me is finally reaching critical mass over 3 years. My account is 25,000 now. Nice. I actually know nothing about Upland Me. Picked me up a bag of SPS yesterday. It says mildew. Good, dude. Eric M says, hey, Dwayne, thanks for the stream. Like your hat. Thanks, dude. Christmas gift from my wife. Thetan Arena, yeah. Aquarius Wave says Thetan Arena. I think it looks pretty cool. Who here is playing Thetan Arena? And how much does it cost to start, to really get into it? I don't want to start at the basement. I'm willing to put in, like, if I put in $1,000 into Thetan Arena, am I gonna get somewhere? Tell me, guys. Like, what do you know? Because I do think Thetan Arena looks cool. It looks like a game I would enjoy. Does anyone know how many pre-sale bulk buys have been sold as of now? I don't know how many pre-sale. Ethan's asked me that question. Let's go over and see. Let's see what we can see from over here. We go shop. So this is 1.5 million packs have been sold so far, but that's not the pre-sale. That's not the bulk buy. Like 2 weeks ago, Agrod said that they had $6 million in contributions for the pre-sale. So $6 million, it's probably gone up, I would think, but call it $8 million. 8 million divided by 4, so that's 2 million packs that have probably sold so far in the general sale, you know, the bulk buys. And remember, they said after 6 million, they will open up the general sale to the public. If it happened like before January 17th. So they're doing January 17th, the general sale opens, or 6 million packs. But it feels like, because there's only 2 more days for the bulk buy to happen. So it seems like they're probably going to, January 17th, they're going to open up. So if you guys didn't get involved in the bulk buy, I would encourage you to be ready on January 17th when they actually, so you got 17 more days for this phase. And then there's 5 days where nothing is happening. And then they're gonna, I think that's how that works. And then on January 17th, they're gonna open up the general sale. So be there, be ready to, on this window, you're gonna come in and you're gonna say how many packs you want. You know, get your money ready, guys. Be ready, don't miss it. Because if you miss that first day and 1 million packs sells, it's my understanding that on day 2, you won't be eligible for any of the airdrops you lost by missing day 1. Plus, if we sell 2 million packs in the bulk buy, which I think is already done, on day 1, you need to be in there to get those 2 airdrops. You see? Because every 1 million packs that sell, another airdrop is given away. If we've already sold $8 million, if people like myself put $8 million into Agrod's hands, that means 2 million packs. That means this is gone and this is gone. And you need to be there on day 1 to have an opportunity to get either of them. Day 2 is probably too late. And that's assuming there's no other ones. Like on day 1, they might sell, the general sale might sell another 1 million. So I think these 2 are kind of gone unless you're there on day 1. And this might be gone on day 1 also. That's my short-term prediction. And then I think we'll sell a million packs every week to 2 weeks. That's my guess. And in 3 months, 2 to 3 months, we'll be done. That's my guess. It'll speed up towards the end because people will see how close it is to almost done. That's my prediction. And it might be perfect timing for like the true altcoin market to really be flying. You know, Bitcoin hasn't broken 53,000 again. So it went up to like 51 or something, and everyone's like, this is it, we're going to 100. We're just ranging, I think, aren't we? Again, I don't know enough about this. I'm just trying to understand it really. But it feels like to me that was the top. And we're just going to do one of these for a little bit, just right in this range. We're going to stay around 50,000. We might go like 40 something and back up to 50 something, but I don't think we're going to pump through. And I think we're ultimately going to roll over. And if we do, altcoins will go wild. And that could be the fire on which the Chaos Legion packs are really just gobbled up. Let's go over to see Google Trends. Let's see Google Trends. I want to see how Splinterlands is doing, because it was very high the other day. Look at this. Look at every one of these. The way Google Trends works is that every peak, 100 right here, is the most it was ever searched. That was October, the beginning of October. But notice at 0, it doesn't mean that it was like, yeah, I guess it does mean it's like, it was among the lowest moments right there at the end of October. But wow, it sure turns around like 2 weeks later. So all through November, the thing was on fire. And it looks like we're heading up into some decent territory again. This is a lot of action compared to over here at these little peaks. Like this is sustained since August. 6 months of just excitement and focus and look, okay, Canada, Saskatchewan's getting on board. What about America? Can we look at different countries? That's really cool to see how the different provinces in Canada are reacting to it. Let's see what's going on with the chat. Hey Shopping Channel, hey Lotnik, hey Unknown25. Unknown25 says, by the way, I started playing this game because your YouTube randomly recommended your channel to me. That's how it happens, dude. I think Bitcoin for me was like a similar story where I had friends who played Bitcoin and or who invested in Bitcoin and told me that it was amazing and that we needed to, I needed to get involved. And I trust these people. I'm going to try and do that daily quest, but I just didn't take it seriously. And then YouTube throws me an Antonopoulos video, the guy I mentioned earlier, and it just gets me, it opens up my mind around what we're actually dealing with here. And yeah, like hopefully my videos are doing that for people like yourself who giving you that introduction to a new topic that, you previously weren't taking seriously or maybe didn't know anything about. Gonna do sneak. I like going crazy speed in this kind of context because you want to hit first with the explosion. And then I like having Sandworm because he hits for like a big amount, which gives you a lot of blast damage. Got my two cheapies over here. And let's go something like that. Lotnik says, I sold my PS5 with sim racing setup and bought more SPS. Wow, there you go. That's going deep. The PS5 though, they must be still, are they still selling for crazy amounts? I'm interested in getting a PS5 one day, but I mostly just like Splinterlands and a little bit of computer games these days. Darren V says $1,000 will get you one legendary hero. Right now for the price of THC is too low to make your investment back. The THC needs to come up above 20. Okay. So Darren V is saying that State and Arena is not profitable considering the cost of the legendary heroes and the currency, the value of the currency. But I wouldn't really care necessarily about it being profitable in the short term. That's one thing that I feel strongly about. The question is a game like that enjoyable? And are you willing to defer reward? Because if you say to yourself, I'm willing to just wait and see what happens in the next few years, maybe, oh my goodness, they melted me. Then maybe those currencies or the rewards you get from the game could prove significant enough to be life-changing. Again, it would just be kind of to test it out and see what I think. It looks like a fun game. No heals. Let's try something like this. Let's give that a shot. Caruso says, aren't 2 and 3 already gone when General starts, since these are the Whales and Flaming Sword Angel legendaries they showed? Yeah, I think so. But Monsieur Caruso, isn't it true? You guys help me understand this. Isn't it true that Splinterlands affirmed the fact that all buyers of packs on day one would have access? Is this not true? Tell me, help me understand that they would have access to the airdrops accumulated and dispersed now. Is that not true? I believe it's true. And so I think that the new Splinterlands airdrop cards, which are the Angel, these two, the Angel and the Whale, currently still in second phase, which requires vouchers. The current phase scheduled to end January 12th, and the remaining packs will be made available. You can read more about the second phase. Some players have expressed a concern that the packs will sell out very quickly in the general, so there will not be have a chance to get any. We encourage anyone who's worried about vouchers. Finally, we want to assure everyone that we will refund any purchase of credits to players who were legitimately unable to use them. As most of you know, when the second phase ends, the first 2 airdrop cards will be released into the Chaos Legion set. And each pack purchased in either the pre-sale or the second sale phase will have the chance of receiving both of them. Okay, so that answers the question, doesn't it? Each pack purchased in either the pre-sale or the second sale phase, that's now, will have a chance of receiving them. So you're right, actually. The comment was correct. So you guys cannot get Bakjira unless you bought them during this phase. Both cards will be legendary. Yeah, okay. So that's true, actually. How can I sell a kidney? Jim's ready to start selling organs. Yeah. Darren's carrying on about Thetan Arena. He says it's very fun and enjoyable. That's why so many players. Yeah, man. It looks cool. It looks like a game I would have played regardless of whether it was giving me any sort of reward. And that's the key. Like, you want to find games that you actually find fun. And like, fun and rewarding is great, but fun first. Ross Baldwin said, this is off topic, but I'm wondering if you're super straight edge like the blockchain backer, you know, like how he doesn't drink or do any substances. Ross, I am a recovering alcoholic, so I drank like way too much for many, many years. I also smoked a lot of weed, and I haven't done either of those things in many years. But I'm an old man, man. I'm 40 and I've got 2 kids, and that part of my life is totally behind me. And so, yeah, I guess. But I mean, at the same time, you know, if the question is, do I run from those sort of moments or those sort of opportunities? I go into places where, for instance, I'll go to the pub with my friends. I just don't drink. I'll go hang out with my friends who do smoke, and, you know, I just don't smoke. So I find that, you know, it's like it's irrelevant whether I'm doing it. Like, I'm still present with friends who kind of live that life. But I guess, you know, I should also say more and more of my friends, or I guess less and less of my friends, are still kind of doing that also. But yeah, I mean, like, I have like some of my close family, you know, smoke all the time. My one of my aunties who I love very much, she's just every single day. And and I have actually strange, like, this is a little bit of a side note because CBD is not the same thing, but my daughter has a seizure condition, and we give her CBD oil because it's actually for her, it's been super effective at mitigating her seizure activity. So all of that to say, I'm not like afraid of these things. I don't shy away from opportunities like parties or, you know, hanging out with people who are doing that kind of thing. But personally, I definitely cannot control my, like, once I start drinking, I just can't stop. And so it gets messy, it gets ugly. And so maybe 8 years ago, I made that call that I was going to stop. And it was actually after like a very serious conversation with my wife. And she was like, you know, you're like a different person. And she was like, I was rude to her and in a very hurtful way. And so she, you know, I didn't remember any of it. Like, you know, if you guys drink, if you've ever drinking a lot, you know that feeling. You're like, you don't remember a thing about that. And you've hurt somebody's feelings. So, man, yeah, that was like, oh my goodness. I remember just being like, okay, I've got to quit, I guess. Like, I can't, I've tried lots of times to just kind of drink a little bit, but I can't, man. I can't. I don't have any problem with, like, my wife drinks. I don't have any problem with being near people, but I can't. So that's where that comes from with me. Thanks for the question. I appreciate the opportunity to let you guys know a little bit more about me. Mildew says, tips on finding the best cost to CP ratio rental cards. Isn't there a tool for that? I know there is for buy. Let's go rent. Peak Monsters, rent, Configure CP bid. Nope. Yeah, you're right. One. Yeah, I don't rent anymore. It's just too messy. So I really don't. I wish I could give you some better advice on that. I'm sorry, my dude. With buys though, like my opinion on rentals is that everyone should stop renting as soon as is practicable. Which is to say, you know, if you're going to spend some money on rentals, understand that you're sacrificing value that could be yours forever. But perhaps rentals are going to give you an opportunity to access more rewards and higher leagues and, you know, grow your account more effectively, more rapidly. That's certainly possible. But rentals, the rental market is a tool, and each of us will have varying degrees of success with that tool. Just like a hammer, some people are really good with a hammer. They can build a beautiful piece of woodworking. Other people are terrible with it, and they're gonna hurt themselves. And I think that metaphor is completely accurate for the rental market. When you come in here and you go to a rental and you say to yourself, I need a summoner. And you think to yourself, okay, like everyone uses fill in blank. Everyone uses Mylor. So we got to rent a Mylor. I can't win without Mylor, right? Everyone needs Mylor. That's the wrong thinking right off the bat. And that's actually going to burn you, because to me, this game requires diversity. You want a variety of monsters and summoners. You don't really need the best monster and summoner. You want to have a better than 50% win rate. That's all. And you can definitely do that with underpowered cards. Underpowered cards just meaning those ones that people mostly don't play with. And so I would start by looking at cards that are like just relatively, usually looking for saturated cards, like looking at where there are 1,300 copies of Mother Kala, 2,000 copies of Kretch. That's going to 2,700 copies of Lorna. Those are going to be maybe some interesting opportunities. Level 1 is practically free, but I guess it's dice. No, it's dice. How do we sort by summoners? Sort by level. Oh, max. So looks like Kretch has got the cheapest max levels. DEC per day. Yeah, I mean, you could look at DEC per day. But I think if you're using these tools well, I know for a fact you can make a lot of money renting to win. But I also know for a fact that tons of people are throwing away profit because they're renting too many cards, or they're overpaying for certain cards that are really, really popular. Those are maybe my limited feedback I could provide to you. Antonio Taylor, hit the like button, guys. Thanks, man. How are we doing for likes? We got 30 concurrent viewers. We got 29. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. This is from before. Yeah. There it is. David Dickinson says, I rent one card, Gold River, just to fill a hole in my blue deck and get me into Silver 2. This is how I see rentals, David. This is what you just said is how I see rentals. It's there to fill a need. If you need one card to fill out a requirement, whether it's a summoner at a higher level, whether it's one tank that you really can't afford to buy, that's what I see. I don't think any of us should be relying on rental cards, because you're just paying me to own my cards, and you can actually use that value to go and own your own cards. It's going to be life-changing if you do start accessing that extra value for yourself. If you start getting in there and and acquiring them, even if that process for you is quite slow, it's going to be life-changing the sooner you do it. Nice, we just got the daily reward. 2060. So let's get this. I'm going to open this pack here. I'm gonna lottery off the best card for my daily rewards here, guys. Oh, and one of my commenters the other day said he likes watching all of my stuff, especially my live stuff, but he'll come through and watch it after the fact. And so first of all, thank you for that. I appreciate that, guys. But he said he wishes he could take advantage of, you know, some of the freebies. He would love it if there was some way for me to reward the people that are coming, hanging out and watching these lives after the fact. That is helping my channel. And so first of all, thank you. And second of all, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like I was thinking maybe I might do a comment selection and use a comment selector and then just do I'll do one card giveaway on each of these live videos. So I'm going to look for that. So, you know, after the fact, if you're watching this video after the fact, when it's not live, drop a comment, leave your in-game name, you know, give me some substance to work with, because, you know, ultimately when you leave a good comment, it's going to help drive content creation. And so you're helping on more than one level. But yeah, I'm going to give away whatever's the best card here. So if you haven't dropped a comment recently, make sure you do that for Nightbot. Come on, let's get a gold foil Oceanus. Oh, guys, gold foil Wavesmith. That's not a cheap card, I don't think. This is like my 5th gold foil Wavesmith, by the way. This is a good card. We are going to give away a Venari Wavesmith gold foil. Get your comments in. Pay attention. If you're distracted right now and you're listening on your phone while you're doing the dishes, get the comment in. Make sure you've got one. Bye. Where is he? Wave. Look at that. Oh, it's only $9. Still, $9. $8.50. Not bad. 500 collection power. It's 1,000 collection power to play at silver, or no, to play at bronze 2, right? So this is literally half of your the required collection power. That's awesome. So I'm going to give it away. Yeah, you need 1,000 power to be bronze 2. This is going to bring you halfway there, guys. I'm going to play one more battle. Get your comments in. If you haven't already, like the stream. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I like the comment spike. I love it. 35 viewers. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Wait, it really dropped. I love how it was a Goldie too. If it was going to be like a 30-cent card, that would have been really underwhelming, but it's awesome that it's a Goldie. Comment's going to roll in now, says Dom. Damn right. That's good. I love it. Appreciate it. I earn 1 SPS per day. How can I grow it? He says, Dabo. Dabo wants to grow his SPS. You need to have more cards. So this one we're about to give away should certainly help. Okay, Equalizer with the armor. I like to go... Where is he? There he goes. The Serpentine Soldier with the kitty is so fast, plus he's got dodge. And if I can bring out my repair, my Flame Monkey, so I got a repair, I've got a heal. Now, what else can we bring out here? Maybe another heal. And then... See, I should probably bring the Doctor. But... So look, I got double heals, plus an armor. No, I like this. I like this play. Give this a shot. Okay, let's roll that. Let's roll that. What? Nightbot, pay attention. The giveaway window, it wasn't tracking your guys' names. We need to... Let's see. I got Nightbot wasn't tracking the comments, guys. Give me another comment burst. We got 0 eligible users according to Nightbot. Gravity says, I gotta drive. Don't sleep on the 2 cost assassin. Absolutely. Alex Bernard oozed, slow him down. Yeah, I made 40k power from putting some money. Nightbot is sleeping on me here. Even though the comments keep dropping, it's not tracking. Yeah, throw some water on Nightbot. Yeah, what's going on, my dude? I see the comments pumping in, and it's not dropping extra users into eligibility. So I think it's because I'm running Streamlabs and not OBS. And so it's probably because Nightbot is not attached to my Streamlabs. Let's see. How can I do this? There's got to be a way here. Yep. Themes, alert boxes. Yeah, just give it to the driving guy for the commitment. Okay. Keyword entry. Regulars, logs. Ensure that you've modded Nightbot in your channel. I have. If Nightbot is not a moderator, it cannot function. That's not a problem. Enter blank into your moderator list. I've already done that. Go live. Nightbot will join the streams. Enter in the moderators list and don't forget to press save. Insert ad. Nice. I love how YouTube makes revenue like dropping ads like it just has like buttons everywhere. Like, would you like to add another ad? Giveaway. Come on. Let me see. There are no eligibles. So then grab the chat. Let's see. Manage moderator participants. Okay, here we go. I've got a participant list. This is what we can do. This is a bit weak sauce, but we got it. Wheel of names. Okay. So I've got everybody's name. And I've got a few extras because it says, we got you. We're good now. This is not ideal, but we're good. Okay. There's 35 participants, and this is for a $8 card. Let's go. Gold foil Wavesmith goes to... I'm in the list. Gravity. It is Gravity. Oh! It is Gravity, too. That's a new member is Gravity. He's the guy who's driving. Love it. Remove all instances. So it was... There was only 33 because... Yep, that's it. That's awesome. Okay. After all that, somebody said just give it to him because he's driving and talking. And then Wheel of Names heard you. Look at that. I've got 4 of them. I'm going to give another one away. Then card. I didn't write it down. Gravity pushes. I'm going to delete you because you're going to get this one. So I don't think it's actually Gravity pushes, but I'm going to write that there for now. Gravity, what's your in-game name, dude? I know you're driving. Worth the risk, he says. Nightbot is drunk. I think it must be because I switched to Streamlabs. And I'm not even seeing the... I tried to set up on Streamlabs notifiers and celebration gifts when, you know, we get new subs and we get new members. But it doesn't seem to be reacting properly, so... Gravity. Yeah, pull over. I'm going to give him a second because I want to make sure it's actually Gravity. Because somebody else said that. Oh, it was... If this is... I've got it queued up. Did he say it was Gravity's Jerio? And I'm just missing it? Yeah. Somebody else said Gravity also. Okay, there it is. DJ Bagman. Cancel. There you go. DJ Bagman. Thanks for joining the membership, dude. And Gravity, since you're new, you might not know, but I have playlists on the channel. If you're interested, you go over to my channel and you go over to the community page. I release, you know, family photos. I release, you know, messages that are members only. And often I'll put newer videos through this first before they reach the general public. So you can sometimes have early access to that stuff. And also I have playlists that are members only. And it's a lot of videos like just getting to know me a little bit. So if you want to check that out, feel free. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks, Hans. Yeah, I saw DJ Bagman. I sent it out. Yeah, it is a solid gold card. Icy. Yeah, we should, Jim. We're going to re-roll because just for fun. But also because I'm in it. If I won it, what would happen, eh? We'd just like... I'd buy myself a new one. Yeah, we're going to go give another one away in a minute here. So when that happens, I'll grab the, so I can toggle pop-up participants. Yeah, nice. So it is dropping on your guys' end. I see now on the live stream. So you guys are seeing the new subscriber mods, like you're getting a GIF when somebody subs. Awesome. Merry Christmas to you too, man. Christmas is awesome. I'm sad that it's already over, but the season isn't, and I'm loving the snow, and I'm loving my kid. I bought my kids nice. I bought my kids a Nintendo Switch this season. And so we've been playing a lot of Mario Party. What did you guys get for Christmas? Do you guys celebrate Christmas? And if so, what did you guys give each other? I'm about to give that other gold foil away, guys. If you haven't dropped a like yet, do me a favor. One new member, thank you. Yeah, I'm really glad that Streamlabs is dropping those gifts. I didn't know that. I thought it would show up on my end too, but obviously it isn't. Let's play again. Hang on, we gotta win with Earth. I bought myself a few things for this season. Do you guys know what Boxing Day is? Who in the chat knows what Boxing Day is? Mario Party is fun, Rabbit. I love it, dude. We got Mario Party 11, I think. I think it's 11. Whatever the recent one is for Switch. Jurassic World 2 on PlayStation 4, playing it, chilling with your vid in the background. Nice, man. My gift was family time with and happy nieces. That's awesome, dude. Christmas with kids is very special, isn't it? Dom Ever says, my birthday is on Boxing Day. Nice. So you must be a Canadian, my dude, because Americans don't celebrate Boxing Day. Gregory Levenfield says, love the Switch. My kids and I are always fall back on Mario Kart. Yeah, my nephew has Mario Kart, and when he comes over, he brings it and we throw down. Ethan knows what Boxing Day is. Monsieur Caruso says December 24th. No, December 24th is Christmas Eve. December 26th is Boxing Day, and it's like as far as I know, it's a Canadian day, and it's like a sale day. It's kind of like Black Friday for Americans, but we do it on the day after Christmas, and all the stores are open and they sell things at, like, super sales. But sales are always deceiving anyways, because it's not really a sale. It's like the price is marked down, but that doesn't really mean it's a sale. In this mode where keep your distance, where you can't have melee, it's you got to be careful you don't get murdered by Oppress, because Oppress is nasty and it will delete your monsters that don't attack, like a gelatinous cube, or for that matter, like a Lord Arianthus, a Kelp Initiate, anything that doesn't have a version of attack. And so what I like to do is I like to put Wave Brood. Oh, I'm running out of time. Let's go like that. I like to put Wave Brood or Cornelius in the first position, because they have 1 attack or 2 or 3 attack, and that's gonna prevent them from being oppressed. Let's get that other roll. Ethan says UK has Boxing Day. Okay. Maybe Boxing Day is a British thing, and Canada adopted it because of our relationship with you guys. Jim Morgan says, I just learned about Boxing Day 3 days ago. Girlfriend told me about it. Joe Shemin says Canada's deal day. That's right. We are Yanks and we don't know. I was saying earlier, I don't know if you meant it, if you heard it, but America is quickly becoming my top viewership. It was like the Philippines for several months, and now America is like over 20%, and it's slightly bigger than the Philippines. So that's good. I'm glad to see the channel growing in that way. If you guys are from, from America or from anywhere, I really appreciate the subs. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get to 10K, but I'm thinking 10K will be my next like massive celebration where we just give away a bunch of things, big things, and celebrate in a big way. And I think I want to celebrate on the Twitter too somehow. I don't really know, like when my Twitter account reaches like, I don't know, 500. Maybe we could give away something big at that. I think we're at 91 followers on Twitter. This has been growing pretty good. I don't know how many of you guys use Twitter, but if you do, check it out. I'm on there most days, and it's usually Splinterlands, but sometimes it's fun stuff. This is a I don't know if you guys know what Trailer Park Boys is. It's a really funny Canadian show about like a community of trailer park people, and it's not just funny, it's hilarious. And this guy, the new enemy that they released, this is Silas. He's like the mastermind behind Chaos Legion, and his name is Silas, and I immediately thought Cyrus. I don't know if it was the pose, if it was the fact that he was the bad guy. I don't know why, but Cyrus is the bad guy from Trailer Park Boys, and that's a picture of him right there. This show is amazing. If you guys don't know, you got to check it out. But yeah, check out the Twitter. Let's see how we do here. And then after this battle, I'm going to give it away. So drop your comments, because I'm gonna select the participants list and we'll go from there. Oh, I got nuked. The Mythica Headhunter just nuked me. The force field's gonna help. Yeah, the force field's helping. Heal. Force field is so amazing. I've survived 3 rounds with the Mythica dropping bombs on me. I should have put the Murdali behind, shouldn't I? And like, even in the 5th spot, this healer should have been put way further back. I'm probably in trouble. But maybe I'm okay. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine because Dr. Blade has Affliction. Otherwise, we would have lost. Do you guys have you guys changed your opinions on Dr. Blight? Because in my opinion, people hated him, and now his price is huge. I think this card, this is an example of how people don't always know what they're getting, and as a card is out for a little bit, people begin to understand how meaningful it can be. I think that's what's happening with Dr. Blight. I don't know what the value is. Let's have a quick peek before, and then we're going to do that giveaway. So he's still $100. Wow. He's bidding for a $91. The gold foil is still over $8. Wow. Guys, this is crazy. But there's never going to be more Dr. Blights. That was the cool thing. It was like when these promo cards, they get dropped and they're not in the packs. If you want them, you got to buy them. I love it. Okay. I'm going to grab the chat. Next year, we'll probably... Participants, let's grab the... Drop a comment quick, guys, if you want to be in on this one. A smaller list this time. Crypto Crazy, all you got to do is comment. That's right. Crypto Crazy says you got to comment. That's right. We're giving away another gold foil because why not? I can't do this all the time, guys, but I mean... it's Christmas still in my mind. So let's celebrate. Mildo's chant, getting the USA chant happening. It's a Canada show, nice. All you gotta do is comment. Few explosions. I thought it was pretty weak when I first saw it, but now I use Dr. Blight every battle. Yeah, it's good. The camouflage it was a big improvement because remember they had slow and they put in the camouflage. That was a big improvement. I'm sitting on 5 Dr. Blights, BCX 1s I'm holding. Good. Yeah, that's the way. If you're thinking, if you ever want to resell an asset, keep them in 1 BCXs. That's the most liquid version of the card you can hold, right? Okay, I'm going to grab the participant list now. Here we go. Okay, wheel of names. And this time I'll go through and I'll delete my name and stuff like that. Month 1, month 1. Smoke Lord's in the house. Let's see. Let me see who's here. Let me just make sure I got rid of all those. So Alberto is here. Alex. Is that Emine? 8 Outchain. Ethan, Bobo, Charlie, Crypto Crazy, Dabo, Jen, Dom Ever. Well, there's me. Eric M, Gregory, Hans, Icy, Jamul, Jim, Joe, Jonas, Clemens, Lackey Lukey, Lucky Gamer, Merrick, Mildo, Monsieur Caruso, Noobish, Pewsplosions, Rabbit, Smoke Lord, Splinterlands, Jerio, Stock Jockey, Thomas, and Unknown. There's only 32 entries here, and this is for a gold foil Wavesmith. Here we go. Nice. Amine. Let me know, man. Let me know your account name. Let me go over to the chat so I don't miss it. Rigged. You got enough Dr. Blights and Goldies over there, Jim. Mind your business. Are you guys, what do you do in these days with Splinterlands? Are you guys messing around with tournaments? Because some of these tournaments are crazy. The SPS ones where you need to have a certain amount of SPS, or the amount of money you can get with these things is amazing. There it is. Amine 997. Congratulations, dude. Let's see, gold. 500 collection power. Crypto Crazy's playing the tourneys every day, he says. Yeah, man, there's a lot of money out there. Yeah, free money for sure. Like, look at these events. I do think mine's a good deal. Sign up if you want. But then Clove is usually giving away like 1 DC to enter this thing. You know, she's giving away $24. Let's see. Let's see. Look at this. She's charging 1 DC and she's giving away 300 DC times 40 people. Or sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's a lot of money, dude. Like, I don't know what that's, if I had to tabulate this up, it'd be like, it's got to be, you know, 1,000. It's got to be even 40 times 30. She's giving away at least 14,000 DC. She's giving away like $60. And all you got to do is pay 1 DC to enter. Now, I know the tournament is a bronze, and there are going to be some playable cards that you can't win with. Some of you guys have too weak of a deck to win something like this. But for 1 DC, like, she's one of those people, like, she's one of the most generous people in this game. She is so generous. She'll upvote your posts. I try to do these things too, But honestly, I'm like emulating her. Like I'll go through and I have like in TNA Discord, if you put a Splinter Talk post, I'll semi-regularly go through and I'll upvote those. And I can do like about a 24 Splinter SPT upvote, which is only about 20 cents US. But I mean, at the same time, again, like I've always said, these rewards are more meaningful on a long time horizon. I bet SPT is worth money in the future. So just do whatever you can to stack rewards, including joining tournaments like this that cost next to nothing, and give you an opportunity to unlock some value. Zen Sports is doing some big ones. Zen Sports is, I think Luke's doing a tournament. Yeah, Luke's got a tournament happening with, this is a big one, 25 DEC to get in. Zen Sports, $1,000 rookie esports. He did a video on this. Luke plays during $1,000 rookie Splinterlands esport league, hosted and streamed by Luke. Promo video right there if you want. It's a one anytime tournament each week for 7 weeks as a circuit, and the winners will have the most points from each of the tournaments. A top 32 of each tournament can circuit earn points, and it shows you how many points. Yeah, man, this is cool for 25 DEC. And these are community posts, like including mine, but there's Splinterlands stuff that is in here that pays crazy amount of money too. I actually don't see one right now, but there usually is. So like, look at this. $5 million has been awarded in tournaments. 5 million US dollars. That's crazy. Oops. Enrage. Self-healing monster would be good. Possibly Flesh Golem. Something with Retaliate would be better. Grund might be a winner here with this. But I have a cheap little Grund. Oh, I don't have Retaliate yet. Ooh, I should have put I kind of messed up there. I should have put my little nerd, this guy, in the first position. See, my Silic Morphoid could have gone there, and Thorns damaged whoever was there. I would have been Sparkle damaged, and then I would have gone into Rage mode. But this might work, because he doesn't have a very strong team. Let's see how this works. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Especially because I got the heal and the void. Yeah, we're going to be fine. There it is. So we're off and running. We got that's the first win for the day. Eric M talks about the bronze blunderbuss tournaments always look like an easy payout. I agree. I have a second account that's a much lower level, and I when I'm less busy, I get involved in those. But you do need to have a good amount of SPS staked. That's the problem, isn't it? Icy Flow says next TNA tournament, do a chaos only rule set. It's fun and levels the playing field. Hey, that's a good idea. Icy, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do that. Hope next tournament chaos only. Yeah, Jerry-O, the next tournament will be chaos only. That's a great idea. Jim says, KK Dwayne, I'm out of here for the night. Got a family dinner to attend. Have a good stream. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for popping by. We will get together soon and talk about setting up stuff. Good night, stream. Later, bud. Enjoy your dinner, your family time. Jonas Bellamy. I played this tournament with 1 DC, but the people there, it's even if it's Bronze League, they have cards for Silver League, so it's not easy to win. Yeah, definitely. When the rule set is Bronze specific, you still have benefit. You still benefit by owning, for instance, some like epics and legendaries that are not included with the starter deck. And even if they're capped at level 1, a legendary level 1 is much better than no legendary. And so it's not really even across the board. Like if you have just a starter deck, you know, you're not going to compete with some of the people out there, like for instance, probably my deck. Clemens says, 12, so thankful for all your content. Did you got my question above? I'm not sure I did. Let's scroll up and see. Clemens regrets. I'm quickly searching for the prior question, Clemens. Let's see. Clemens. Okay, so he says, 12. How can I keep track with Chaos Legion packs includes which airdrop possibility during different sale periods? Okay. So we'll talk about that. So you kind of just need to stay tuned to the Splinterlands posts. That's because it's going to be so variable. And at times there's going to be a lot of packs sold and things are going to move really quickly. And at other times it's going to move real slow. And you're going to have, there might not be any sort of news on that. But like, this is the most recent post from 3 days ago, Chaos Legion general sale info and airdrop reveal. And you'll know that they've already released Bakjira. Well, they haven't released, but these are the next 2 airdrops. And if you read the detail around it, you begin to understand when they're giving those out. It's after this phase. We're currently still in the second phase of the sale, which requires vouchers. And the current phase is scheduled to end January 12th. And then the remaining packs will be made available for sale without requiring vouchers on January 17th. So these 2 will be paid out at some point during, like, I think on January 18th, 19th kind of thing. In my interview that I did with Agrode, he wasn't sure. If you missed that, I did an interview with Agrode. And I asked him, when will we get the next airdrops? Specifically, I asked about the legendary summoners, and then I think I followed up by asking, well, do we know anything about the next releases? And I think he said they should be ready by after the 18th of January. But I said, will we get them on that same day as we get the packs? And he said, probably it'll be about a week after that. So it'll be like late January before I would expect to have these dropped to my account. But as far as I understand, you are eligible to get these 2 if you're buying them right now. See, we're currently in phase 2, he says, and these are phase 2 airdrops. You probably come across some of the new card art. For those of you who haven't jumped in yet, there's still a lot of Chaos Legion sale, so it's definitely not too late to get started. And most of you know when the second sale phase ends, the first 2 airdrops will be released into the Chaos Legion. Yeah. So both cards, yeah, for every pack you buy now, you're going to be eligible for these and every other one. After the second phase ends, which is January 17th, that's the beginning of the true general sale. That's like, I guess, phase 3 or whatever. That's when there'll be new airdrops that we won't know about yet. It'll be too late for some of these. So, but to answer your question, you really just need to read these posts that come out regularly, and you need to listen to the AMAs, and you need to pay close attention because sometimes the wording is not very clear. Like, I kind of had to read this twice to come to that conclusion, but that's the best that you're going to get, unless you want to pop into the AMA town hall and ask, leave a question specifically around the next airdrop, and they'll do their best every Friday to answer those questions. We are Yanks and we don't. Okay. Lotna says, oh gosh, I was watching. It's not live for the last few minutes. I missed it. What'd you miss, Lotna? The giveaway? Oh, you weren't live? You were watching like you were a few minutes behind? Clemens asked, meaning if I gold my packs during the whole airdrop period and buy in different phase, yeah. If I hold my packs, it's okay to buy packs now and hold them. You will get all appropriate airdrops. It doesn't matter if you open them. If you hold them, if you open them, it gives you no extra advantage. The question is, did you buy the pack from Splinterlands on the buy window, which is over here? If you buy packs here with your account, then you are going to be eligible for airdrops. And there's going to be a certain mathematical likelihood that you will get every airdrop for even one pack. But that likelihood is very small if all you bought was one pack. For these two monsters, it says that there was a 0.33% chance. So both cards will be legendary. These two cards have a 0.33% chance of receiving both cards. Each pack has a 0.33% chance of receiving each card. So it's possible, however unlikely, that a single pack could receive both. And that's true for every airdrop. The math will be different on every airdrop. Bakjira is a legendary. Uriel the Purifier is legendary. There will be some epics. There will be some other level rarity monster cards that are airdropped. And they will have different mathematical opportunities per pack. Alex, thanks for hanging out, dude. Alex is taking off. Cameron says, happy holidays, 12. Thanks, man. Worst Christmas ever. Is that right, dude? You had a bad one? Oh, I think we were talking about that. Yep. Family, right? With the kids? Yeah. Sorry, my dude. Razor Games, do you think leveling guild buildings is ever going to be pegged to USD? And if so, what do you think about it? I do not think they will ever peg. I do not think they will ever change the guild development window. Actually, I have some. I'm gonna buy some Gladius packs. I'm gonna buy 4 Gladius packs. I do not think they will ever change the guild building development from what it currently is set up as with DEC. I'm convinced they will keep it that way. So we go over here to guilds, and then we go into, oh no, guilds. Then we go over here to buildings. They all require DEC to upgrade. And because they started that way, Aggroed and Yaba are convinced that they need to keep it that way. They put in DEC at a time when DEC was relatively affordable. Now $1 million DEC is a lot of money. Level 9, look at this. $1 million DEC times it would cost $5,000 to upgrade this thing from this one level. And that's just crazy, right? But that's the way it's been. And so if they were to change it now, all of the people that invested so much DEC over the last years, since I guess it's probably years, when guilds began, maybe it's a year when guilds began, they might feel like they wasted DEC. And so the Splinterlands does what they can to establish the rules and then abide by them and not change them. They do sometimes change them, but this is one thing they've said multiple times they will not. And so what I recommend to people that are running a guild, and you guys know that I've got the guild Time and Attention. So I got the Cunningham login. Not now. We have a guild TNA, and we make people donate 500 DEC to the guild account, but we don't put it into buildings. Log out, log in. We put it into the guild account. And so we're just accumulating DEC. And at times we'll use that for tournament funding or to build TNA 3 or to build, to upgrade our buildings, but only at times, because frankly, it's too expensive right now. But if this DEC continues to fall to a place where it's back down to 1,000 equals $1, then we would take something like this and then put it to work. Or if this DEC spikes because the SPS airdrop is still continuing, then we'll just take advantage of those SPS that we're earning, because that's what what we're doing with the account is go over to SPS. We can see that the account is earning SPS every day because of things like the DEC. And so rather than just dumping really expensive DEC into buildings to get those upgrades, we just kind of wait until the DEC falls, because I do expect that DEC to fall. In the meantime, we'll just use it for this, this sort of incidental benefits that are available to a guild. Because I think DEC will fall again. I think it'll fall down to 1,000 equals $1. Cameron says, drove to visit my mom in Utah. The oldest got COVID. Oh man, had to drive all the way back home. Oh man, that sucks. I don't know where you came from, Cameron, but regardless, that sucks. Gathering Magic says, can't wait until our guild hits level 2 store for the Gladius packs. Is it not there yet, Gathering? I thought it was. I think it might be because the price of guilds on the other blockchain. Okay, before I get into anything, I want to answer that question that Gathering dropped. So guild store. Only open to guild members yet, so we could pay for the DEC to get the store to level 2 now, but we're talking, what is that? 30,000 times 0.005. It's $150. Now we have it, and that's why we collect fees. But then this is a 20%. Let's see. The higher your store, the greater your bonus for merits from the brawl. To receive any merits at all, the store must be at level 1. So everybody's already getting merits. I don't know what the advantage there would be. Let's see. Can't wait until our guild has level 2 store for the Gladius packs. I think, let me see this. Let me go over here. Let me go. Shop. Guild. Yeah, the Gladius packs are available to people in Time and Attention 1 and 2. I don't have enough merits to buy any here, but they're available. Speaking of which, if you guys need guild spots, I was talking to a friend who has a guild, and he said he has 2 spots and they are currently earning merits. I don't know if they can buy, I think they can buy packs too. Let's open those 4 packs I got. Smoke Lord says, I hope we at least upgrade barracks eventually. I've been getting some good gladiator cards and can't use them until we hit level 2. Is that right? Do you need level 2 barracks? See, this is the sort of thing we have to talk about as a guild, and we can do it in Discord and say, like, we can make a proposal for how we spend that DEC, and then what we want is there's a procedure in the announcements, and this is kind of TNA in-house discussion, but if a member wants to put forward a proposal as to how to spend DEC, it has to meet approval from like the membership, and then the leaders will vote on it. And so if we want to do that, we can definitely talk about it. Lotnick gets it. Trailer Park Boys, very funny. Yeah, Cameron says this is the worst season he's played since he started, and he's asking if anybody else is feeling that. Honestly, I'm having a hard time with the new cards, like just learning the different synergies, and it just takes time. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen You're not going to learn all the best matchups right away. Let's open these Gladius and see what we get. Oh, you're in California? Cameron drove from California to Utah and then got turned around because of health. That sucks, dude. Oh, I see. I got you. Gathering, I see you're, the store is only level 1. Gotcha. Let's see. Thorsten Barracks needs to be level 2 to actually play the cards, I think. Is that right? This is one of my favorites, and this is a good one too. Oh, I haven't had that one yet. That's a new one to me. Look at that, 3 magic. And they all have Bloodlust. So when this guy drops and kills an enemy, it's going to go up to 4 magic and 3 speed and 7 hit. This is a good card. And it has Snipe. Ooh, that's nasty. That's really nasty. That's going to help me a lot. I have not received any legendaries of these guys. This is a very good one too. I really like this because it's got 2 magic, which is very meaningful. And the vampire, or life leech, I mean. This is a good one. Thanks, man. Gathering says, good luck on the packs. Cameron says, to be honest, I'm fairly new, so I was still learning the old packs. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, the old packs, this is a complex game. People who say this game is easy haven't really tried to climb. Like they haven't really, maybe they play just bronze and they use a starter pack. But when you start leveling up your account and you're starting to play in silver or even high bronze, you're going to have certain synergies that start unlocking themselves because new abilities come to each monster as they receive higher and higher levels. And so how does that interplay work together? And not only the synergies, but what about the negative effects, that like the counters? So your synergies change and the counters that are available to your enemy change at every level. And so yes, this game is difficult and it absolutely requires a great deal of understanding and a strategic mind. And not just that, but quick thinking, because you really get, you spend 10 or 20 seconds choosing your team or your splinter, and then you spend 2 minutes picking your team. But there's so many different variations of rule sets and mana caps, and this splinter is available and not that one. All of that makes it very hard to construct your team. Oh, awesome. In a rapid and effective manner. So I think this game's super strategic and hard. There, nice, another Captain Katie. So yeah, I think this game is difficult even before they released amazing 90 plus cards in Chaos Legion, transforming the entire thing. If all you played with was an Untamed, you've got like, oh, look at all the summoners, and these are not all the summoners because they're legendary summoners, but there's that's a ton of complexity by itself. And then for every single splinter, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 tanks available to that splinter. And I don't have all the cards, so that's not including neutrals or dragons. For one splinter, look at the complexity here. Like which tank are you going to use? How much mana do you have? Which synergies work? And that's all at like the highest level. But at gold it's different. At silver it's different. At bronze. So there's a ton of stuff to know here. Let's look at those gladiators. I wish I could buy these on the market. Ooh, look at how nasty that gets. If you get 100 copies of this, You get to go up to 5 magic. And it's every time it kills something, it's going to get bloodlust. So it's going to 6 magic, 7 magic. Wow. What about this guy? I need 9 copies, dang. Can I do anything? I can't. I can convert to dark energy crystals. What's that worth? 10 DC? No thanks. That's funny. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, missed one. I need one more. Gathering asks how many different Gladius cards are there. I actually don't know, but there's enough that I haven't even seen them all. Let's pop over to Peak Monsters and see, because you can see them. Actually, you can't see them, can you? You can't buy them, I don't think. Can you buy them? Let's go. No, you can't. Okay, so maybe over here. Cards. Gladius. All cards. Okay, so this is all of the Gladiator cards. And as you can see, there's some I don't even have. This one is nasty. Look at this with the mana, melee, good speed, huge hit points, self-heal. It's a nasty card. And Bloodlust drives up every statistic by 1 when it kills. And because of the double attack, it can very easily end up killing. So this is a really amazing card. I want that one. I haven't seen this one either. Close range attack, archery, melee, huge speed, good amount of hit points. Oh, look at how nasty this one gets with the Inspire and the True Strike. You get this thing up to here, you're going to have 4 melee damage, 2 archery damage, dodge, 6 speed. Wow. This thing is going to be very evasive with 6 speed and dodge. That's like an 85% chance to avoid, depending on your enemy's speed. Wow. Some of these are amazing. That's a legendary? Yeah, so I don't have any of the legendaries. Double strike with the magic. I've never seen that before. Blast damage, double strike, dispel. Actually, the dispel is kind of whatever. Interesting. That's cool art. Void armor. Thorns. Void. Tank heal. Wow. One level of this would be really helpful. When you're playing brawls, you guys might not know this, but when you're playing brawls, you're only allowed to choose one gladiator. You can't choose a team of gladiators. So, you know, if you end up getting... And the frustrating thing, I wish I could go buy these. I would just buy them, but you can't. You can only buy gladiator packs, which unlock these cards. And you can only get gladiator packs by earning merits. And you only earn merits if you're in a guild. And not just if any guild, but you have to be in a guild that has a specific, whatever level building that is. So it's actually really, really hard to get a maxed out copy of some of these cards. Wow, Resurrect, Silence, Blind. That looks amazing. Blast, Shatter, Knockout. One more to look at here. Look at this. Good melee, great speed, opportunity, and that's all at level 1. You get piercing attack, stun, and redemption. Nasty. That's a really cool card. Razor Game says, by the way, would love to see a video talking more about guild and guild cards and maybe some strategies. Yeah, Razor, I enjoy talking about the guild stuff and the gladiator cards. They don't seem to really do all that well in terms of the views and stuff. I wonder if it's because, you know, a ton of people aren't able to get into a guild. But I do know about, if a couple of you are interested in joining a guild, maybe leave a comment in the description of this video. Or not in the description, I mean in the comment section of the video after the live is done. And we're going to be finished up in about 8 minutes here, guys. If you're interested in joining a guild, I have a friend who created a guild. He has 2 spots available. And they're earning merits, so... Cameron, the oldest is going to college in Washington, D.C. He flew into Salt Lake and we drove to pick him up and then was going to come home with us. But he tested, oh crap, he tested positive and he didn't want to risk mom. Yeah. Especially, man, this whole thing, this is going to kill the monetization of the video, but I don't care. Like this whole thing with the koof, man, it's so heartbreaking what it's doing to families. And, or, you know, we can't spend time with each other. Like we're meant to be together. And I know it's serious and you can get sick and you don't want, you know, your family members to get sick. I'm not taking anything away from that, but I'm saying it's heartbreaking that people's stories like Cameron, who want to spend this season together with people they love, and, you know, we just can't. And maybe that's, you know, that's just the way it is. But it's still heartbreaking. For a long time, I wasn't able to see my mom because I was worried about her. Anyways, all that stuff just makes me sad, man. Hopefully we get over it. Lotnick says, I'm doing 6.25 SPS tournaments. Good for you. Those pay out like significant amounts of rewards, I think. Carmen says, I'm just going to approach it like if I was brand new, stop renting the cars I was renting because I'm not winning anymore with them. Yeah, dude, I think so. Like just stop renting and just earn what you're able to earn. And, you know, that'll be what it is. Like, and in time, it'll accumulate into something also. Maybe it changes your trajectory of how quickly you're going to grow. But if you are growing, like let's say you're growing at 50%, but you have to pay out of your pocket, let's say 30% of your rewards or even more to achieve that growth, then you're throwing away assets which are themselves going to grow and put value into your pocket. So it's hard to measure which lane makes more sense. Because the trivial rewards you might unlock at like bronze level 3 or 2 or 1 can add up, and although it's not likely, they can add up to be meaningful in a long enough time. If you rent cards to get into silver, are you spending a bunch of money that, like, are you just paying to play at that level? Like, is it benefiting you? You need to run the numbers for yourself in terms of the rentals costs, cards you require, and I would keep a detailed journal on like how much I'm spending and then how much I'm earning, and then you could take a couple seasons and keep a detailed journal playing at like wherever you're able to play at with what the cards you have, and see how that compares. That would be my thought on how I would handle that. Because when I started the game, there was no rentals. There was no rentals at all. And so none of this was an option to me. Let's see, no heals equal. Let's give that a shot. So I'm going to wrap up in about 5 minutes, guys. Jerry O says, hope I can join. Yeah, drop a comment, man, not in the live chat, which is what you're in right now. When the video closes in 5 minutes, come to the video and comment on the video. And I'll tell the guild leader that there are some people that are interested. He had 2 spots available, and he said to me today, if you have anybody that's interested in joining a guild where we can earn merits, they have their own set of rules. He seems like a good guy. He's got we've talked several times about, you know, Splinterlands in the future. So I get the feeling it would be a great guild to get involved with. It's not TNA, but, you know, we don't always have spots. So Shopping Channel says, I've recently joined Guild. So guild stuff is interesting. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's an important part of the game. And if you're taking advantage of it, you're going to be better off than if you're ignoring it. Devon says, hey all, I hope everyone who celebrates Christmas had a great Xmas day. Me too, dude. Yeah, Devon, sentiment, I agree with your sentiment, man. It's an amazing, special time of year, and yeah, our family at least had a great one. We, today we've still got snow outside. Today I'm gonna go downstairs when I'm done here. I'm gonna set up fire in my, we have a fireplace in our living room. I'm gonna set up a fire, and I'm just gonna hang out with the kids. I'm gonna cuddle my littlest one, Lumina, and I'm gonna enjoy some cookies, some homemade cookies that Grandma made for us. And I'm just gonna enjoy the day. I hope you guys are doing the same thing today. I really appreciate everybody that came to hang out. We're gonna wrap up in a couple minutes, but before we do, if you haven't already dropped a like, then drop me a like so we can let YouTube know what's up. I'm in trouble. 3v1. The Doctor is a powerful man, but not that powerful. Especially with the Scavenge and the Stitch Leech. This is a card that I said is like a must-have. Stitch Leech. It's got the Life Leech. It's got a good amount of melee damage and a good amount of hit points. I really believe that's going to be a card everybody's going to want to have. Roasting marshmallows. Maybe, dude. We can. It's a real fireplace, so we absolutely could. Have the Gathering Magic says, have the week off. We'll be looking for a lot of Splinterlands and crypto. You'll be looking for new content? Check out the channel, my dude. You know I'll be here. We do usually 2 videos a day, guys. If you want to increase your involvement with the channel, you can become a member. Otherwise, you can look to some of the other activities that I'm creating, like events, TNA raffle tournaments. Get involved in the Discord. Where we're, there's constant communication there. There's 500, 600, 700 people in the Discord. You can come join me on Twitter. Just Diffractionator followed. Thanks, man. Breeder of unicorns. Landlord of the magical dragons. Ticket master of Guppy Carnival. Breeder of unicorns. I love that description. That's amazing. Okay, guys. Yeah, check me out on Twitter. I'm dropping other stuff there. And if you also are interested, I'm going to be dropping daily. I'm going to drop some content on 3Speak, Splinter Talk, and Hive. And so that content is usually going to find its way to YouTube also. But if you feel that there wasn't enough from 1258 on your plate for today, you can usually go check out those Infidel 1258 accounts on those respective sites, and you might find another video. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out, and I hope you have an amazing Boxing Day. Spend it with family and with friends. Enjoy some treats, and thanks, guys. Have an amazing day. God bless.